Okay. Yeah, it's connected now. Okay. I think we are ready to go, Peter.
Okay, thank you very much. I think I would like to share my slides.
Maybe while you are sharing the slides, I think there's just one announcement from the IT that there's an ongoing maintenance on the Weownomy platform, whereby we are working on expanding the storage. We get to a point where now, due to the incoming, the increasing number of registrations and all that, we had a challenge with our resources, and I believe that many people did experience, some slow performance in the system, during the past week, and as a result, we had to find a way maybe of increasing the resources of the servers, more especially the storage. So we are now undertaking the process of expanding the storage. So that affected the KYC section of the system, and people might have a problem maybe accessing the documents or maybe seeing some of the documents as they are migrated into a cloud storage, which is bigger. We are using the AWS storage now that will be much bigger and will be able to accommodate even the increasing number that are anticipated to come in the company. So people should not be alarmed when maybe they don't see some of their documents. At the end of the day, maybe by tomorrow, I think the process will be complete, and then we'll be able to see the document.
Yes, I'm removing this annotation thing. Let me see. How did it kick you out? just try again, maybe to. Yes, a moment. Okay. Yeah. Just give me a few minutes. I'll come through with our presentation. Hi guys, can you hear me now? I just want to be sure that you can hear me. Just let me know if you can hear me. Okay. Thank you very much. Today is very wonderful. We want to go through very important presentation, which is very critical for every one of you. I do understand that we are very critically looking forward for what is going to happen this week. And more important to that, this is going to be a historic opportunity that is building up to November, and as we build up our new social media platform, which is very, very important. So it's very important to look at two things critically: what is happening on Wednesday or before Wednesday. Secondly, the challenges that have been with Pebitro and the two partnerships that we have on board. And also very important to also take you through how popular Weownomy is with the Google Trends and what it means. Also very important as well to deal with Weownomy Advertisement Revenue Exchange. And the Weownomy Chapter is now going into the production. And that means all the different screens that I was showing you recently is also very critical to really understand all the major parts. This week, we'll be having our live global Weownomy Digital Bank website, which is going live. So as we've been getting so many users in Africa, now we're going to get as many more coming from United States, Europe, getting on. And very also important, I would like to just take you through some of the important disruptive new peer-to-peer coin, and one proposal that has been well received by an African country, and we could be able to set up a digital crypto bank which could help all our potential users across the African continent. And this is going to be a private sector-led initiative by Weownomy. So that's amazing to really be able to just let you know. We are not going to announce that country. We will not be able to tell you that, but just to let you know that we are really doing well, and we're coming up to really make sure that there's so much great progress that we do make on a daily basis, daily week. And it's amazing what Weownomy is achieving behind the scenes, and I'm very touched. But before we start, my condolences to our beloved co-owner who died. He has been very, very passionate about Weownomy. He was our legal lawyer in Lesotho and Adepupa, and that's really touched us. Again, there's so many disruptive information that went out, and people twisted the information to say that the CEO has also passed that on. I kind of like refute it because I'm alive. You can hear me, talk to you, and you always know my presentations. You always know that indeed we are here to make sure that this is a great project that is going to be delivered for everyone globally. to be able to appreciate, as you'll be able to see. Now, today, I'm going to start with a very critical part, which is going to really take the path throughout the whole presentation and give you a clear understanding, because I've really looked and I clearly want people to understand that Weownomy has a product. We are not selling hypes. We actually want people to understand that, like any other social media platform, we do have a product, and that product is clearly explained with a business model to really build a new personal income platform that allows users to be able to benefit from their interactions with the platforms through your comments, through your likes, sharing, through your creative works that you're going to be able to put on a platform, and 100% user-owned platform that will never be centralized. It's a decentralized. It means that every one of you is equally important. Your views, your ideas, and I keep getting many of these ideas. Sorry for not responding to many of you, but I really appreciate. And one time I can be able to demonstrate your ideas. And just to make sure that I really appreciate your emails that come through. I may not respond immediately, or if I respond, I'm just to really make you understand that I deal mostly with strategic matters, and your ideas do come at the same arrangement and the same platform that I really am very much interested to make sure that we have that. But at the moment, I was very much concentrating on the first historic payment model, which is going to be a creative crypto social media payout, which is going to go out to, which will still be used in Weownomy Chat, Weownomy Advertisement Revenue, Weownomy Web, and that's going to be very, very interesting. And so the crypto space has done very well, but ours is a payout that is linked with the building out of a new social media platform that deals with the messaging app, deals with version web, just like Facebook. And again, we believe this is going to really help our continent. This is really going to help different regions in the world, as we really bring in a very unique concept of making sure that our people benefit from a platform that allows them to own it, and allows not only to own it, but to really get the rewards that comes from the ownership of that platform. And we believe that using the crypto arrangement, kind of like payment, a peer-to-peer cryptocurrency, it will be very important to really make that very wonderful. And to also educate you about how the trends and the high popularity that Weownomy is receiving, depending from different countries, and also as we grow. We're just very new company, and the very fastest growing company in the history of the world. That one will not be disputed because of the way the challenges and the platform that Weownomy provides everyone. It's the easiest way to really answer to your personal income situations and personal income situations. If you can really answer that, I think it's going to be one of the best ways to really build a solution for many people globally who really need this opportunity, and this opportunity in particular in the African continent. It's very, 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 very clearly required. And again, the very foundation of all of this social media platform is the revenue exchange advertisement. So this is where the impact is going to be, and how a peer-to-peer cryptocurrency that is going to launch Weownomy Chat and Weownomy Web is really going to bring a huge, huge, huge understanding. So I'm going to give you an example. Advertising traditionally has been changing, and clearly, like anyone, you know that if you have a product, if you have a service, you would like to provide that service, and you'd like to have a platform that can help you to really market that service. Now, what the different advertising exchanges have done, what they call programmatic advertising, they have been able to make it much more faster, within seconds, to actually get all these advertisements across to everyone. If you've been viewing Facebook, on YouTube, you can see all those pop-up advertisements that come through. But what we want to do is we want to make it much more interesting by trying and building a connection between that advertiser and to the person that you want to advertise, and see how both of you can benefit. And that way, the platform is bringing a kind of a user-owned arrangement. But again, even the advertisers can be able to produce their products, knowing that if I have an audience with Weownomy Chat or with Weownomy Web, I am going to be able to sell my stuff easily, because the users do have a unique advertisement revenue that allows a product, even though let's say product is $1,000, but if it comes on our network, most of the people can be able to get it at $100 US, and the advertisement revenues that come through can be able to pay the whole 90% of your amount. So that way, the advertiser is not just placing advertisements for people to choose and buy, but it's a marketplace whereby our users, our co-owners, the whole population that will be using the platform can be able to identify with that advertisement and take the product. And I think that's what all of the advertisers want. And so we create a new cryptocurrency that is able to be utilized by advertisers. And the more they utilize it, that cryptocurrency becomes more powerful. And we can work optionally with other cryptocurrencies, like those ones we want to adopt, that want to come on our platform. They sign partnership agreements with us, and we can also do that to make sure that when it comes on our ecosystem, it has to help the people, it has to help the businesses. So it's not a one-way side. It has to be both sides that are benefiting. So that's a very unique way. Again, just as we emphasized that the other weekend we introduced a new partner, HCS, that's called Hashcash. We actually have done a bit of discussions with them, and we actually were able even to have you guys go in there. You downloaded their app, and there's been tremendous amount of challenges. We have been in touch with them, trying to understand the best way. But again, as a disruptive company, we got a solution, and the solution is going to be a two-way approach of how we do this. And you'll see our solution towards many other slides that are in here, so that you can be able to. So no one should get worried. You shouldn't have any pressure, high blood pressure, stuff like that. A disruptive company builds order, it doesn't build chaos. So we want to make sure that you understand that we're really working on this arrangement, and we have a solution. So I do pay attention as I do see your interactions with what the whole program, the whole app experience has been. Some of you have been successful, others have not been successful, and we believe as many people are not yet successful with the Pebito. And so we want to make sure that that is going to be resolved. Already we do have an answer that you'll be able to get today, and we work through it together, and that's very important. And again, just mention to you a social media crypto coin. Yes, we are going to mention that and actually provide you a very wonderful solution. And again, we also are dealing with an African bank to be able to launch a digital bank, which could serve the continent in terms of what we want to build. And you'll be able to see that in my clear analysis of how Weownomy can do and what Weownomy can do. We're going to do different comparisons between Weownomy TikTok, Weownomy Facebook, Weownomy WeChat, Weownomy Instagram, Twitter, and all that, because I need people to really understand that this is a big dream, but again, it's already, we've achieved a great deal on quite a number of scales to really make sure that we move to make this a reality. So a disruptive social media peer-to-peer coin and a proposal to an African country for digital currency and a crypto led by the private sector. So that's amazing. As we build Weownomy, we also need to build and make sure that at least if we just get one African country that can understand the potential of what Weownomy is, we can actually leverage with that to build something very creative across the continent. In America, we already have sponsor banks, and we already have partners who are helping us to set up a digital bank there, so that's good. And so we want to also leverage that work we're doing in the United States, bring it to the African continent and see how that can happen. And just as I've just told you again, Weownomy Chat app is now in production. Very few people, even before November, will be considered to test out the different screens and see everything, how it is. We can't give a lot of people because, you guys know how to crash these apps. So we'll try and get few people who can work on it, see how it is, and that's going to be amazing. So we mean business, and we're building a very wonderful solution for you guys. So with that said, I want to take you to Google Trends. I think most of you may not know what this means, but Google Trends, if you want to see a popular company, or you want to see how your company is developing in comparison with others out in the industry, most people are saying, how can this company, Weownomy, just come from nowhere with no track record, and then it has quite a number of people in different places? Is it just a company that we think will not perform, or why does it really build to as many numbers of people? So we can be able to explain that, and I'm going to take you through I'm going to compare Weownomy with any of the cryptocurrencies there, Weownomy with any of the social media companies there, Weownomy with any of the companies that you may know in Africa, and then explain so that today you can be able to get that clear understanding that it's the business model that is going to make you successful, that is going to provide you a sustainable personal income that you require for many years. Because if the foundation of your business model provides products and services that can really scale up to help thousands and thousands of people, and that can offer a solution. And it depends how you build that solution, how you bring the ecosystem, the people who are using your ecosystem. It's very, very important. And so that's very, very clear that we need to explain to you, we need to take you through the journey, and you understand as the project develops, you are able to really understand the impact of the project and how that impact of that project helps to drive in the revenue that will be shared with all of us as co-owners. So that's very important to have a company educating you the process. We are not just a company that tells you, wait, at the end of the year, you'll get the annual reports, and then you read very complicated figures. You don't know what is going on. We want to take you through the process so that as the company develops, you are able to understand, okay, how this company builds this solution and how these solutions are now going to be a household kind of a solution for many of you. And that means a company that is going to have a huge impact in your personal economic lives. That's very, very, very important. And then it's also going to help to really become a true private sector-led solution that gives back to the people rather than taking away from the people. So that's the most important thing that we really need to explain and show you all these important pieces of how our strategy builds. It's a very practical, strategy, and you can look at it and you can understand all these arrangements, and then look at why we are able to consistently build and provide you transparency with all of what we're doing. And as a disruptive company, it's able to change even in a second, but to keep you still guided and keep you still on the direction and make sure that you still achieve what is required to be achieved. So that's why you're going to be able to see a bit of few changes, but those changes are very important to lead you. But again, we still maintain whatever we've been doing or whatever we've been introducing you, but very, very important, you understand how this is critical. So with that said, I just want to take you to the Google Trends and explain to you something very, 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 very important, okay? So, so I'm going to do something clearly important for you here. Okay, so after this Google Trends, it will give you a clear understanding. Now, what is the purpose of the Google Trend? So you can see they can use it like, let me say, most of you know these celebrities like Kim Kardashian. If they want to see how they can build their presence in different countries and they want to build their products, they do come that. World Cup is the same, many different activities. So in our case, we are going to type Weownomy, okay? Right. And we're gonna say, let us just, because we really, let us say we take 30 days. And so this is just in Lesotho. So we can say, for example, I would like to come over here and say, we have a social media company called WeChat. WeChat has 1.6 billion monthly active users. So we try and get WeChat, and then we go back here, and then we compare, and we say, okay, if WeChat has so many of these different users, if you compare it with Weownomy in Lesotho alone, Weownomy is in blue, and WeChat is in, it has 2%, so here. So that means we will have most of the people in a place called Leriben, which is a place in Lesotho. Their interest is mostly in Weownomy. In Maseru, their interest still is Weownomy. Now, that is just in Lesotho. So now let us just say, if we compare worldwide, what will happen? Okay, yes, indeed, because they do have 1 billion active users. So indeed, they have a good graph, but compared with a company that has just started in April, you can see now, you'll see we have a strong base in Eswatini. We have also in South Africa, and then South Africa, 82%. People know, I'm talking of the people who actually 82% know Weownomy, and WeChat is around 18. So that means if you're building a social media platform in Africa, you can't ignore Weownomy. It's gonna be a powerful one, okay? And then these guys are known definitely in their own regions, Hong Kong, Macau, and stuff like that, okay? Now, if you say, okay, worldwide, let us just narrow it to South Africa alone. If you are talking of WeChat, Chinese one, in South Africa with Weownomy, Weownomy wins. Weownomy wins. Free State, all of the people there know Weownomy than WeChat. Limpopo, it's Weownomy wins. Mpumalanga, it's Weownomy winning. KwaZulu-Natal, it's Weownomy winning, and Gauteng. Okay, what does that mean? It means the potential of Weownomy to actually grow in all of those different areas is so big. The interest of Weownomy is high. So now, let us say we type in Botswana. Botswana, if you compare it with WeChat, I know let's make it just a moment. Gonna do this. Namibia. It's coming. All right, so it's WeChat. Now remember, this is a big company, and to see that the presence in Africa with a company that is just starting in a very short period of time, we are able to be like equal to equal. And I think there's a place called Komans region in Namibia. It's where most of the interest for Weownomy is. It's around 67%, and then 33% know WeChat. Okay, and if we go to is it Eswatini? Did we check Eswatini? Am I repeating it? I think it is not coming. It's not, but it's, if you bring that, okay. All right. So that's very interesting. Now let us pick another social media platform. Instagram. Instagram is powerful. If you compare with 1 billion users. So if you compare that, so globally, because they have definitely 1 billion users there, the popularity is big, okay? And then, but now if you narrow it to those countries, let's say we have Lesotho. You can see that it's a mix-up. Yes, they're still doing well, but you can see in Leribe we have 67 people who are in love with Weownomy. Instagram 33, in Maseru 32%, 68%. This is the company, so it shows you. If you see how many years Instagram has been around and it's owned by Facebook, you can see it's big. We still have a great opportunity as a social media platform which can really grow. And remember, we have not even launched Weownomy Chat to really see the numbers before even we launch. We're looking at these numbers before we launch Weownomy Chat in November. That shows you how powerful Weownomy is really growing. Okay. Then if we see another social media platform, this one has 861 million users. It's my first time to know it. It's QQ. It does what? It's an instant messaging platform. Okay, let us just try it, and let's put worldwide. Let's put worldwide, and then we see the potential of Weownomy with this as it grows. Okay. So worldwide, yes, they're doing well because definitely they have 800 million users. But when you come, you can see the numbers. In Lesotho, no one knows about QQ. They know Weownomy. Eswatini, the same. Botswana, the same. Namibia, the same. South Africa, at least we have 26% of people who are on that, particular social media platform, but 74% are on Weownomy. And this shows you we have not even yet launched Weownomy Chat, but that is the trend, okay? And if you can see the map here, we're going to really be a big solution if we take it very seriously, okay? Now, if you narrow it to different countries, if you try to say, okay, let's just compare them with Lesotho alone, you'll see that Weownomy is much better. No one knows about that, but that's something else. If you compare it with South Africa, just picking the random, it will show you that even in South Africa, the social media platform that can really come out very powerful. Let's say by November, Weownomy could really be big. What does this mean? It means if you are going to do business with a brand called Weownomy, it can do quicker, well, because of what the Google Trends is telling you. So this is not a joke. So it means any product we pick and promote, or if we decide that we use that name, let's say if we want to use a new cryptocurrency under the name of Weownomy, it will boom. If we want to use anything, if you guys want to market your products, you want to do anything, and you just put your name of Weownomy there, it's gonna boom. Okay, so yeah, this is very powerful. So if we actually go to Namibia and see what is happening there. Okay, so even in Namibia, I mean, we can just hit very quickly. The company is growing so fast. Okay, and just imagine to compare 800 million users on a social media platform, and they have not yet gone through to the African continent. So there's a huge opportunity. And even in those international countries, Weownomy is going to grow quickly. Okay, why? Because the Google Trends tells you that they understand the business model of Weownomy and what it is, and they're starting to map it out. Okay, so let's go to Botswana and see what is happening there with this company. Yeah, even in Botswana, we just win. You know, we are mostly in Southeast Botswana, but all the other different regions, Weownomy is going to be able to progress successfully. Okay. Now, with that said, there are other, there are other whatever social media platforms. We can try out these two. And then we also try out some cryptocurrencies and see what it is, okay? So we can put worldwide. So this is another platform, okay? This platform here. Okay, it's doing well globally. In Africa, we are coming, and you can see in Lesotho, Namibia follows South Africa, and then the Brazil and other places, that's where that one is used. And if you want to narrow it, for example, to its growth in South Africa alone compared with Weownomy, you're gonna see something different. Yeah, it's strong. I can see in South Africa, it's strong, okay? But compared with the growth of Weownomy and in Limpopo, we are 80%, Free State 63, Mpumalanga 33, 31 in KwaZulu-Natal, and in Gauteng, we are 27. It shows how fast Weownomy can really grow across the African continent based on all of these brands that are cryptocurrency. I mean, they are social media platforms. So let us try the cryptocurrencies. We have Bitcoin, we have Ethereum, and with our trends, if we can, for example, with Bitcoin, definitely Bitcoin is known. So let us just try with one beautiful one. Let us just say, okay, let us just try with Bitcoin Cash, one of those ones that we really think. So Bitcoin Cash, ABC. Okay. In South Africa, the potential of Bitcoin Cash ABC, we can beat. So that means if Weownomy just comes with a cryptocurrency, we can easily do well, more than even Bitcoin Cash ABC. Okay, let's put worldwide, compare it. Let's put worldwide to just look at the clear picture between Bitcoin Cash ABC and Weownomy. We beat it. We just beat it down. And then it shows us where the potential can be. Lesotho is all Weownomy, Eswatini is all Weownomy, Botswana is all Weownomy, Namibia is all Weownomy, South Africa, and then we can go to others. So Bitcoin Cash is in South Korea, Netherlands, Spain, India, United States. But when it comes to Africa, we are all good. So you can see all this part here. The bluish is here in Southern Africa. We can easily grow to all of these places and paint it blue. Okay, Bitcoin Cash is in these other sides in India. It also is very strong in the United States. Okay, so this is where we are. We're doing very, very well. Okay, now if we take our next one called HCX, which is the Hashcash, the owners of HCX, we look at worldwide. I mean, if we have any cryptocurrency that can be formed under the name of Weownomy, you can see it's all good. We can do well, absolutely. Okay, then let us go to these other ones called Dogecoin. You know, Dogecoin, we want to look at it and we compare it with the name called Weownomy. Now, Dogecoin is doing good, but, in Africa, we in Eswatini, Botswana, Lesotho, South Africa, Dogecoin is doing well, but you can see Weownomy is 39%, Dogecoin is 61%, and they're doing well. But if we narrow down and we say competition, not worldwide, but let us go to these countries, like let us start in South Africa and see how Weownomy can perform with Dogecoin. The interest is still, Dogecoin is 35, Weownomy is 27, and that shows you that we are breaking the gaps very fast. In Mpumalanga, we are 100%. Limpopo, we are 73%. In Free State, 67%. Eastern Cape, we are 43%. In Gauteng, where Dogecoin is so much popular, 64, we are 36. But we're going well, we're doing well, And so when we type in, Botswana, and we see what happens in Botswana. Okay, in Botswana, I think Weownomy is doing well. Okay, though Dogecoin is split up, the central, and then on the southeast, we have quite a lot of Weownomy lovers. On the central, it's all Dogecoin. So if we're gonna be able to set up a cryptocurrency, we can do it as well in the African continent. So our name can be put up on any of these potential whatever cryptocurrencies. So if we look at Tether is also one of the most used ones. So Tether, so we put it here. Let's say Tether. Tether is a cryptocurrency. If you compare it just in Botswana alone, Weownomy wins. Okay. If globally, worldwide, if we look at all the whole picture, okay, Tether is great there, but again, in Lesotho we're strong, Eswatini we're strong, South Africa, and then those other countries. Okay, so it's very powerful to know how powerful your company is with very established, big, these are multi-market billion-dollar companies. And look at Weownomy. You are just getting started. See the picture. And that's why if we're going to adopt Tether to come on with the cryptocurrencies on our platform, they just simply see the Google trends and they can say, no, you're going to be a great partner in Africa. Now, if you compare Weownomy with the companies, our African companies, let me just, say we have one here in Lesotho, which has more than, approximately 1 million. It's a telephone company, a mobile company. It's called Vodacom. So I want you to see what it means to be a Weownomer, okay? Just see. It shows you the interest of Weownomy in Lesotho alone is 71% compared to Vodacom. If you go to South Africa, many know Weownomy. It's 100% in Eswatini, in Namibia, in Botswana. Okay. If you get different companies, put their names in there, you'll see that the Google trend appreciates the growth of Weownomy so fast. What does that mean to have a company that grows so fast? It means the value of that company. If someone wants to buy Weownomy today and it goes into the Google trends, he can be able to detect and he can come with a check to know that by this time, this company, if it launches a Weownomy chart in November, this company can easily hit $10 billion valuation. I can buy them out right now with $1 billion valuation. That's what they do. They do look at all these figures and then they do understand those numbers. You understand? So I'm trying to bring this picture to you so that you can get to understand what I'm talking about. It's very, very critical to understand that your company is terrific. It's really moving up. It's really growing as fast as possible globally. And with any of these different businesses out there, this company can actually do much better. And it is positioned to be a very powerful company in the history of Africa and in the world. So that's very important that you understand that we're not building something that is just going to collapse. The trends alone shows you the company is powerful, okay? So that is very powerful. We have our own AEX. If you type AEX with Weownomy, because most of our shareholders in AEX, we are like, why do you guys talk about Weownomy? It's what it's being, you know, if you look, you see, you know, it's very powerful. I mean, even with our own company, which is the parent company of Weownomy, Weownomy is still powerful. So when you come to these companies, especially for Weownomy Advertisement Exchange, what you do when you're talking to a company, you use the Google Trends, type it, the name of the company, compare it with the company and tell them, if you're able to come into the ecosystem of Weownomy, you can easily build your company. And that's where those companies want to know, because they can see practically that I come on the platform of Weownomy and the company is launching Weownomy Chat in November. And once we launch Weownomy Chat, the Google trends will increase tremendously, because we're going to get a lot of people who are going to come, because Google Trends is already seeing what is going to happen. And that is very, 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 very powerful. So we can type in different scenarios and it can give you this, scenarios globally of what that company can be able to achieve. And that can be something very, very powerful, that this company business model allows it to increase quickly. Why? Because our business model is going to provide a platform that allows many different people globally. So when we're making our decisions as Weownomy, we try and use the Google Trends and look at the particular things that can increase our trends even much more further, so that when you just type in like that, it shows you, and then you're able to know that if I'm going to do something like in India, I can do ABCD. If I want to do this, so you build your ecosystem, understanding the impact of what our company can be able to achieve, because you are not just as a co-owner in the company to just build numbers, but you are a co-owner who also understands that as this company grows with its terrific speed in numbers in different countries, it is going to become a major solution to every of those countries where that company is. And the products and services is the interaction of people using the platform, especially once we launch. Because when someone tells you that Weownomy does not have a product, he does not understand. He needs to be educated. Why does Google Trend tell us that we are getting into the best position? Why? Because we have articulated our business model, which is to offer you a platform as a creative person, as a user, as simply a co-owner, and as many other people who want to use the platform to better their lives. So that's why our Google Trends are beginning to get the best of the numbers and insights out there. And don't be surprised to see big companies coming, wanting to make important deals with us, because they know if they use our platform, they are going to be successful. And our platform is unique in one way or another. So it's very important we educate you, you understand what we're doing, and you're not just in a movement, you're not just in a company that you don't really understand what the company is all about. The company is building a solution that changes your economic life, personal economic life, and with all the people around you, and provides you a platform so that you can also help other people. It's not just helping you alone, but also you also to see how you can reach out to other people. And that's the most important trend that we want to see globally, and more particularly in the continent where the most need is required for Weownomy to really build that kind of personal income lives for many people. So I think that's very important to really build that. You have that in your mind, and then understand what we are providing. Yeah, so we're providing a very wonderful solution that has challenged our continent for many years, has challenged many parts in the world for many years. And now people are beginning to understand through social media, if you can just focus and make it clear that you can change your personal income lives by using a social media platform, the Google Trends for that company has to be very powerful, and we can really provide a huge solution. And we'll make sure that what we build on top of that platform as it increases with its Google Trends has to make sure that it helps a lot of people, okay? And that's why Weownomy is looking, if we go into the crypto area where we have 350 million people in the world who are using cryptocurrencies, and Weownomy looks in there, we can simply build the trends there, the Google Trends quickly. If we go to any of the section entities, businesses that want to come and use the audience of Weownomy, we can quickly explain to it and allow it to come on Weownomy, and then try and see the signages and see how we can be able to really work out a solution for our different people who are using the platform and your business as well. So that's very important. And again, we are starting with the very first part of it by you issuing out the crypto payouts on the 18th or before that, so that to help you to know that why are those crypto payouts are going to be successful, because of the trends. And the more we base on those payouts on a monthly basis, the more we are going to increase the usability, and the network will grow, tremendously to actually help as many people as possible. So that's why we have gone the crypto way, to help you develop quicker, and to also make sure that all the different entities that will work with us, different countries that will work with us, can understand that our mission is just to make the world a better place. We are not competing with anyone, but we're just saying, if you think you can make the world a better place and you have those important ideas, there is a platform that's going to help you to actually actualize that opportunity. So I think that is very, very important for people to understand that point. So let me go ahead with our presentation to actually make this point clear. So with that, now that you understand the opportunities possible by making sure you understand what the best think of you, Google Trends, think of Weownomy and what Weownomy can do as a business person, as a community, as a social media platform, Weownomy, then we can now strategize and look at different ways to make everyone successful. That's the biggest important thing, because many people struggle with how can people make money. It's so easy when you understand the principles of a business model, a product that can scale to many people. If you think about a product that can scale to many people and many people can use it, and you can easily see what other people are using, like many other people are using the social media, but we look at that and we say, how can we make our unique social media platform, Weownomy, provide that solution to many other people? And that, again, is very important, because nothing like that has happened in the history of Africa, because we have always been isolated. You just think about me, me, me. But Weownomy is now forcing you to think about, what can I do better for my community? Yes, you can start with your family, but for your communities and other different section areas, the moment you think about many people, making sure that you get a solution becomes easier. But the moment you just think about yourself, again, it doesn't help. You may be successful, but you cannot be able to make a better project that can help a lot of people. That's why our project is scaling quicker, because the need that we are focusing on is for everyone, no matter which kind of race you are. We are not saying we are Black people. We are now with different races with the same need, same challenges, and we can get this. The same way you're going to be happy being paid out is the same way any other different race involved in the project is going to be happy, because people have different challenges. We all have similar challenges. And if we have a platform that can solve those challenges, then that is the best thing that the world needs at this moment. And I think you've been able to see that with Google Trends. So with that said, I would like now to go into the most important issue with Pebito and the coin ecosystem that we had announced the other time. First of all, we did all our important research, and sometimes all the best that you bring on the table, there's a bit of challenge. But again, as a disruptive company, we don't like blaming. We don't like to see. We want to understand the challenge that person has. And we also have to understand at that moment, what does that challenge offer us an opportunity to Weownomy, and how can Weownomy be able to come and structure a good solution? So with what we had announced, and I've even gone ahead and shared with you, the coin contribution agreement from HCX, which we have already signed, what we call it, a non-disclosure. And then why do I have to share with you? Because I need you to understand all these journeys, because we don't want to have agreements signed without you guys understanding what it is, because at the end of it all, if you're just excited for people to just be paid, and then what happens when the company goes? You will be paid only once, and then the company is no longer there. I can still remain the CEO. They can use me to control me and then to continue. But at the end of it all, our vision of helping tens and thousands of people whom we have told our business model means you own the arrangement that the platform has set around you to continue until many, 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 many years going forward. But the biggest challenge is that when most people see money, they start to think that money is more important than what you said from the beginning. So we decided we have a clear agreement that needs to be signed and has a better way of making sure that our co-owners will always be on the top. So it doesn't matter how much money you bring, okay? You are very important, and you need actually to understand all this important. So during the whole course of the week, there's been serious challenges with people who have been using Pebito. The web server overload issues have been tremendously increasing. Sometimes others are saying it has helped out. Others are saying it's just left them so disappointed. And so we've worked with the team, talked to them, but I think they have also, this is a unique challenge or unique problem in one way or another. And so looking at all these challenges, what do we do? When you're dealing with someone, you try to also put yourself in their situation and see what we can do. So we have come up with a two-strategy or two-way solution to do this. And you'll be able to understand what that solution is. First, all of you guys who have been on Wise Bitcoin, that was for a strategy to help us to deal with eCash, which has not yet got on the platform. It's still being set up on the platform and other different exchanges. I've tried to look and see carefully. And Pebito is also offering us a unique challenge because we have quite a lot of people who need to be able to participate on the 18th, but most of them are having all these tremendous challenges. And we need to make sure people don't get disappointed. People need to really feel that they have a good, easier solution to handle all of these problems. And again, we have a way to solve this timely, even in the shortest time available, to make sure that you are still happy. And again, most of these challenges bring out the best of you. When you are in a challenge, you shouldn't act out in the worst way. It should bring out the best of you. And that means being more creative, being more disruptive. And that could actually come out with a solution that turns around everything globally. And so that's what I've been focusing on, reading your comments, seeing your frustration, and seeing your passion. You guys are very passionate. Sometimes when people tell you do this, you have actually captured the spirit of being a disruptive. So a disruptive person can handle any situation at any time. And that's what I love with you guys. That's very important. And that's how we can be able to handle the different problems that we have in the continent and globally. You don't just remain static. You always have to go and understand if this is the challenge and this is what can offer us a solution out of the challenge. You don't have to think that it's a problem that is being presented to you again. It's a challenge, it's a solution. You get to learn through it and you become a better person by handling all of these different challenges in a unique way, and that is in a disruptive way, which is very powerful. The moment your mindset learns how to deal with things in a disruptive way, you will never be disappointed. But the moment your mindset is always feeling, oh no, this is now something else. Now they want to bring an issue here or what? No, we are driving to the same destination. We're doing the best, but sometimes you can drive straight. You have to go through different areas. Then you get to the same destination. And that's the most important thing, getting to the destination. And that is on the 18th is what's very important, but not fighting across the road while you are just about to reach on your destination. So that's very, very important that we, as a humble leader, try to really pick out issues, and I am able to come up with a solution and lead you to exactly where we need to go. And that's very important. Now, with that mention about Pebito, I'm just very, very, very excited about what is just going to change and what we're introducing today, because it helps us. Because if you have seen what the Google Trends do, and I'm now explaining to you how our business model is building to make sure that what the Google Trends tells you, we can easily be like those companies or even better. But you need to understand, need to make an inventory of what exactly you have, so that when someone is asking you out there, you understand that my company already can be able to achieve the best because it has A, B, C, D. And what A, B, C, D is very important. Now, an advertisement revenue exchange, which we have already set up and ready to go, just required one thing. The reason the company has been looking to adopt all these cryptocurrencies was to launch and make sure that if you are going to set up a good advertisement revenue exchange, you need to use a very unique way that can be easier for the social media users and can also scale. Now, one good thing with Weownomy, we're not selfish, okay? We can build your idea and we can make you successful. And that's what is going to happen with all the Weownomy owners. You guys, when we launch in November, you can come with any idea and it can just scale quickly to the huge numbers of people who are going to use the network. Our goal is, if, for example, okay, we have a business that wants to advertise on Weownomy Advertisement Exchange, we are changing the way we look at advertising because some of it is so boring. But again, how come I advertise something, okay, which I bring on Weownomy and I say I have a hotel, I've been in the COVID situation, people are no longer coming to visit or to use the hotel facilities. But if I go to Weownomy Advertisement Exchange, I'm going to get an account and I'm just going to take my whole inventory. So how many beds do you have? I have 100 of them. And then we are able to use an adopted cryptocurrency or any cryptocurrency that we have to tell the owners of the hotel that, look here, you have been charging 1,000 Rand for someone to sleep in your hotel. Fine. I have my network of co-owners who each have their own crypto adopted currency or a cryptocurrency that's going to be used by the platform. We want them to just give us all those bets. They are going to pay 100 equivalent Rand instead of paying 1,000 Rand. And that 100 Rand, once they pay it, they can go and have the same services equivalent to 1,000 Rand. And from our own Weownomy Advertisement Exchange, we are able to pay the difference. Because as many people use any adopted cryptocurrency or our own cryptocurrencies, then it will drive the value of that cryptocurrency, and we can have many companies that come to advertise with Weownomy Advertisement Revenue Exchange, simply bringing their products, and our people are taking those products at a huge discount, 90%, 80%. You want to buy a car, like you guys were saying, you want to buy houses and stuff. We just tell those guys, hey, look here, come to our network. We have buyers who are going to buy these cars, they're going to buy these houses, but they're going to buy them at 80%. Then the rest of the amount is going to be offered by the Advertisement Revenue Exchange. So what happens with the Advertisement Revenue Exchange is the popularity of any of the adopted cryptocurrency or the currency that we have our own increases because so many people are coming to bring their businesses. So many people are coming to in the Weownomy network, and the usability of either the adopted currency or the Weownomy currency becomes so powerful that the advertisement changes. You bring your products, they sell out quickly. We just structure a marketplace in Weownomy Chat, a marketplace in Weownomy Web, and all of the goods that you take there go. Now, Weownomy Advertisement Audience Network is changing the way we advertise, because now on Facebook, you actually have to have a budget. You say, okay, I want to reach people in South Africa and Botswana and Namibia. They will tell you, pay a certain budget. They don't mind about pushing your products in there. They will just tell you, we can target people whom we think they will have to pay you. But for us, we're saying, no, bring your advertisement, bring your products, leave it to us. Let us have our own network. We're going to advertise to them and tell them, just use this particular adopted currency or our own currency and buy what you want at a huge discount. Why? That way it goes quickly. Our consumers, you have actually increased their purchasing power. And for you, the advertiser, we have actually made you easy to produce products. Next time when you produce products, you just simply bring them to us. They're sold out. Our consumers, our co-owners, just take them. And if that is the solution, it becomes the most powerful thing. So that means that's how the structure of the agreement we made with HCX coin. We tell them, okay, fine, bring your 10 billion coins to Weownomy. Each one is how much? Is $9. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're giving them out to our co-owners. They're not paying anything. They only need to trade them and make their money. So the moment you do that, the price of HCX goes up, you cash out, they are happy, and at the end, we also pay them a value. We tell them, okay, if 30,000 people did this, we pay you $1.5 million. If 60,000 used your coin and they made money out of it, we pay you $3 million. So that's powerful. That's the agreement explains about how the Weownomy Advertisement Exchange can work. It's so powerful. So it has never happened anywhere. But why? Every time you think about another person, every time you say, I want this person to get the best of what I provide as a service, you make a wonderful ecosystem and we can easily expand globally. But every time you think about me, you'll make some few money and you'll go back to zero. Your business will not be creative. All the time you'll be in the debt. All the times you'll be going to the bank because you want to get a loan to build your business. You can build your business creatively if you understand how to expand that business without even going to these banks. Okay, I'm not advocating to say you shouldn't go to them because at one time, if you have a good idea, you can build. But go there once and make sure that you can scale your business. But because people count numbers, but they don't attach and understand emotionally, the person that I'm trying to really market this business, can he have the purchasing power? 90% of people in Africa don't have the purchasing power, very few. And what Weownomy is doing is to build that purchasing power. And that's why some of you people say, oh, now you're talking of, I just brought 1,000, now I'm going to get 160,000. That is purchasing power. And that is your right to have purchasing power. Because if you can have 1,000 alone, you can't be able to even think of building. You can't even be able to think of buying a car. You will simply think the survival way. Let me just do some 2 things fast. But if you now have an idea that helps you to scale up and have a unique way to think of having more substantial amounts to be able to do what you want to do, then that's what they call increasing your purchasing power. So most businesses, they don't know that. They think if you put something up, you just put it there, people will come and buy. You wait 1 month, you have to pay rent, you have to pay all these things. But from the beginning, you should understand the people where you've set up your business. How are they going to purchase this thing? But most of the people say, no, I will just put the business there. They should come and buy. And if they don't buy, and these times of Corona, people don't even have money, they just have time to loot. So if that person who could be able to be a potential looter, and you can be able to increase his or her purchasing power, he's going to come very happily because he knows he can buy what he needs to buy because he has the capability, has the potential. And that's what Weownomy is doing, okay? So that's the whole uniqueness of Weownomy Advertisement Exchange. That's where huge amounts of money are going to come. But our uniqueness is bring your business, bring your inventory, our people will take it. What unites our people with the inventory and your business is a new cryptocurrency. People believe in it, the business believe in it, the business want their products to move. Our people want to make sure they can have good things. You connect the two needs, you have a wonderful business. Billions are made legally, okay? So that's what Weownomy is all about. And that's why you guys are going to see that difference on the 18th. Why? Because Weownomy is now bringing it out. After the payouts, we are now going. We want every Weownomer to bring all these businesses. You've been bringing people. Just tell them a new currency is here. You guys, you can now be able to sell your inventory like this. Let us test it out with the people. You will be able to see everything go quickly. And so those partnership agreements are going to be designed with these companies. We simply tell them that even when you don't have a budget, just bring your inventory, and that inventory will be tied by either an adopted cryptocurrency or our cryptocurrency, and your goods will go quickly. Or any kind of business that you have will be able to go quickly. It comes also to content creators, musicians, whoever. As you build an audience, that audience is going to reward you, but it can't reward you if it doesn't get anything. So whatever you come with in our network, it has to go back to the people, and the people will reward you by voting, using the cryptocurrency to make sure it empowers you. You can change it to cash. Is it through Luno and all these other exchanges? And that's very unique. So it's very important. I am spending more time on Weownomy Advertisement Revenue Exchange to show you how our business model is making that money you need. It's not building castles, we're building a unique, tested solution that all these social media platforms have been using. But the difference is you are the center of everything that happens, and you benefit through the ecosystem that we're building, okay? So the social media users will be able to also be paid. Weownomy Chat, when it's launched, all the activities, you'll be paid because the usability of cryptocurrencies increases. If we just say, look here, every post, we're going to pay you a certain amount of number. If you convert it in US dollars, it's something like $200 in a week or in a day. A lot of people come there. If they use the same activities, they're participating there, we just have something wonderful that benefits you, benefits the ecosystem, and we can now be able to build a very unique network. As I repeated again, we're able to make possible to make sure advertisers can finance the growth of, so when you say debt, the debt we're providing is different. It's when we talk to the advertisers, they bring their inventory, we allow you to take the inventory with 10%, 20%, 10 or 20%. And from the growth of the cryptocurrency that is adopted with all the agreements that we're doing, or our own, we pay the difference. You're happy with your product because you're co-owner. The advertiser is also happy to have that. So it's the most powerful way. Anything that comes through any business, any activity that comes through our network will always be very powerful because you win and the person who brings the activity or whatever project on the network wins. And it can literally be the main way for the African continent to get out of poverty, because poverty simply means you don't have not the currency or the money, but you don't have the means, or you do not know the means of how to build your purchasing power. Once you understand how you can build a purchasing power, not as an individual, but by scaling it to help a lot of people, poverty will be history. But the moment we only concentrate and say, I know how to do it on my own, but I don't care about you, I'll rather have you clean my shoes, wash my car, and then yet you're here very powerful, it doesn't help. But if you are able to say, what I have can help anyone, I don't mind who, but anyone, I can tell you, it's very powerful. It will happen, and it's really starting to happen. So that's very, very important. I think that's very clear. I'm taking all these slides strategically to explain to you what it is and how we are moving, so that when I make an announcement in front, that you understand that the CEO is making this announcement, he understands how to create demand creation is the most powerful thing in business. You cannot create demand by just thinking people will only give you without having something that goes back to the people. And that is the biggest opportunity. If you understand in anything you do, you create that demand and sustain it so that it doesn't just help, wax once, but it keeps on building. It keeps on building so that as many other people come, you can still meet the specific individual needs of those new people who are coming, because our goal is not only to help 30,000 people and then we are done. The project will not be successful. Our goal is to make sure, as I've just done, we've shown you the examples with different social medias on Google Trends, they're over 800 million and above. But we want to make sure that as we scale up, what we did for the 30,000 people can still be satisfactory, duplicated for as many people as the project grows. Okay? Because many projects are so good, but when they become successful, it's very difficult to incorporate those solutions and help a lot of people. Yes, they may think they're doing a service. Yes, doing a service is good, but that service should actually have an element of personal income. If you just do something whereby people can connect, like in a case of a business model, people can use the app, they can take selfies and stuff like that. But that element of personal growth, income levels to increase the purchasing power is critical, because if that does not happen, yes, you become rich with a few people, but the thousands of people out there cannot make it. And if they don't make it, the world consistently remains with the few 99% suffering and the 1%, 2%, 3% always being successful. And that's not what Weownomy is all about. Weownomy is about how do we help the 99% for the first time to understand the potential they can be able to actualize to build their purchasing power and to build their personal income lives, to help their households. And then we can also use them to build this solution to help thousands of people out there. So that's the whole important issue. Now, today we are going to talk about a very unique solution here. We are introducing, after looking at all the arrangements and saying that it's a bit of a challenge for so many people who have been using, and I've told you we're going to have a two-way solution. We're going to adopt other people with their ecosystem, but again, we also have to be ready with our own ecosystem so that we are moving, because we're growing at a very fast pace. You look at the Google Trends. So we need to also make sure that we also build a unique solution. Now, Self-Key is going to offer a wonderful solution to what has been happening with Pebito. And what happens is it is going also to, to host a new cryptocurrency, which is now going to be fully controlled by Weownomy. And that what happens is it is going to offer the solution that we require urgently on the 18th. And that is very, very powerful. I will take you through a little bit of how it's going to work. It will give you a much easier way to handle all these processes. And then it will also show you, we have a key marketplace. So it has a wallet, and that wallet has an exchange, so exchange network. It has bank accounts. It has other extra services, which we may need them as we launch Weownomy. Like you can get passports for other countries and stuff like that. We can use the adopted cryptocurrencies for loans. We can use our own for loan because, and again, for the bank, it's very important to understand that this coming week, we are also having our international Weownomy Digital Bank, which will be, releasing its first global website by our partners who are developing that. And we're going through those important due diligences that are required. But that bank is mainly authorized. It will be mainly authorized to work in the United States. And we also have another different solution to enable us to also have another digital bank, a crypto bank, which will be set up in Africa. We are currently in talks with an African country to see how that will happen. Very promising. And so that we can also have a bank, a digital crypto bank that can really solve a lot of cryptocurrency issues across the continent. And that's also going to offer us a very good opportunity. So with that said, I'm going to take you through. You're going to see the digital dashboard and stuff like that. So with that, let me just try and load up something for you guys and take you through this new arrangement so that you can see what I'm talking about. Just a moment. Okay. Just a moment as I get this important information for you. Okay. Okay, so I'm sharing this. This is what is going to happen, because later on we are announcing something very critical, which is going to be used for your payouts for two reasons. The company has decided to have a two different way. We can, as we have our different companies with the adopted cryptocurrencies, finish up whatever they're finishing up and those different challenges, we should have a swift way of how to really handle our solution. So self-key. So what is going to happen, you guys, you come here and you click, and again, as I've just mentioned to you, this is a disruptive approach. We want you guys to be very easy. This is going to be wonderful. There is a mobile app, there is the desktop. So I'm using the desktop. I've already created a wallet. I could use the existing wallet, but I just want to show you. So what happens, you come here, then it tells you the self-key identity wallet protects your wallet and Ethereum address with the password. You must remember this password to unlock the wallet. It cannot be restored or reset, as the wallet is stored locally in your device. So self-key does not have access and cannot help you. So this wallet is going to be very important for what I'm going to announce in front there. So I want you to take note. You can actually, you say you understand. So I put my password. You have your password. Then it will tell you the strength of that password. If it's good, if it's not good. So it's strong. So protect. Okay. Okay. So they're saying protect your self-key identity wallet and Ethereum address with the password. Your address is like a bank account number on blockchain. used to send and receive Ether or tokens. So because I'm going to announce our new token that is going to be used shortly. So I want you to understand how you can quickly create your wallet, and then how that token will be put in there. So in that, those tokens that we put in there is what exactly you're going to use to cash out with the exchange and stuff. So this particular wallet has all around solution, and I've looked at it. It's very, very interesting. So you have to confirm your password. You type in your password again, the one that you just typed in there, and then you go there. So now this is very important. They say, write down the following phrases in this specific order and keep it safe. So what you do, you come here, you copy them. And so after you copy them, I need to just get a solution. Okay. Get a solution here. So I've typed them here. And then you say, I do understand. I've written it down. Then you hit. Then they'll require you, so please tap each word. And then remember to always make sure that you can, you have to save it very, very clear, you know, in a very, because if you lose it, then that's it. You may not get your tokens. You'll be in very big problems. And that's what that wallet address will be able to use it to make sure we pay you on a monthly. So, and then so this is like a backup. You have to really make sure you back up. So, so I have to confirm. Now I have to look and see. So I have to start with that. I have to start with adapt tests. Adapt tests. So where do I click adapt? Then I click test. And then what else? Write believe. Write believe. And then ranch boss. Ranch boss. Then what else? Isolate curve. Okay, isolate curve. And then what else? Donor tail. Okay, donor tail. And then what else? Bachelor code, bachelor code. And then it tells you to continue. And then it tells you you can choose any. So this is going to be your Ethereum address. So I'm going to choose, let me say I choose the fourth one. And I come and I select it. Yeah, so this is where you're going to get all the information. Now, you have, this is your dashboard, okay? So you look, my tokens. Now, the new token that we're going to give you, we're going to add it. It will have a symbol, a decimal, and then the token address, okay? All right. So you add that token address because it will be given to you. We have over 210 billion of those tokens. And so we're going to provide you. So they'll be sitting here. So you can see the different one, Ethereum. These are the different tokens. These are just other different tokens. Okay. And then you can come and do your KYC here. You can type, you know, whatever, your nickname, let's say Weownomy, and then I type my name here. Okay. Type my name. And then I type your email. then I create, okay. And then for your KYC, so I put some information here, but what happens, you can just come and click add information, and then you can click, you can add your address, you can add your Bitcoin wallet address, you can add your country of residence, this one, date of birth, email, the good thing they even allow national ID, nationality, phone numbers. I've actually even seen them even accepting birth certificates. So if you come to add documents, you can see here the bank statement, they allow a birth certificate for those ones who want to register their children, CV, driver's license, fingerprint. They even allow national ID, passport, professional reference letter, tax certificate, utility, so you come and do all that, and yeah, okay. And then the way this is done, they do allow the company to actually deal with the KYC. So that means we can literally be allowed to approve all of your KYCs internally, okay? And so here we give you the tokens. It should show the value, so you can send and receive. So the token list will be here. It will be added here, okay? The one that we're talking about, and then you can simply choose it, okay? And so that is important. It's a very user easy one to look at. You can actually look at all the whole arrangement of it. Okay. So that's what it is. It's and then again, when you go back to the dashboard, you have the marketplace. So this is gonna be used mainly for the trading of the tokens. Okay, so there are different ones, but we have a unique exchange which is providing us a free license. So we're going to pull it and bring it here. But there are also other different options here for trading. Okay, that can also include. It's very easy for guys who have been saying they want to use Luno and whatever. You can actually be able to do that. Okay, for the cash outs and stuff like that. Okay, so this is mainly going to solve all of the Pebito issues, and we're going to explain a bit more on that. So when you're going on the other for Pebito, they need you to use Pebito because that's the only place where they can give us the HCS coin. Now, this one, you're going to be able to use it because we are the ones who are going to provide you those coins ourselves, and you'll be able to know the value and everything. Very exciting. And then how you can also do the trades and stuff like that. So that's very, very interesting for you guys to know that we have everything, and you can easily do your KYC here. It's not by the same like how you have been using the other one, Pebito, and you really think that this is. And then the other important solution here again is that you can start to earn interest on your cryptocurrency. We can even use your own cryptocurrency to loan out people. Like, for example, you can say, okay, my own cryptocurrency, let's say, for example, there's this one here, different. You want to loan out other people out there, and you want to look at what you can provide them. You can say that from my excess amount of cryptocurrency, I can loan out someone $10,000. So you become like a bank. You're loaning out other people who can use your own cryptocurrency, which we're going just to introduce shortly to you. So it has a very wonderful opportunity for us here to really make sure that you guys can really benefit from what we're talking. So we're going to have it as well, put it here. You can lend and others can borrow, and there's a loan calculator that provides you if you're actually lending and you're doing all that, and that amount can be calculated here. So that's very important. Now for the bank accounts here, we are strictly going to use our Weownomy Digital Bank, which will be listed here. So we wouldn't want you to be confused. So here we're just going to list our Weownomy Digital Bank that people can use here. So other people have other options here, but I think we use our own, and that can be something of good importance. And they also have verify and attest the authenticity of your legal personal documents so that they have official credibility. Yeah, it's this one is still not yet, it's not rising and stuff. And then access passports. If you want to access passports for other countries, you guys, when now you have money, you want to move to other countries, they all have these options here, and what you invest and stuff like that. So, yeah, yeah, incorporating businesses. This is not your urgent need now, but for those ones who are business minded, they can use the same platform for that purpose. So that is what we're going on. As we still go on, provide you a very clear understanding of the information that we provide here. So with that, now that you know that, then we also have, so for this is another new opportunity which will be used for the new coin that we're going to just let you understand. So we're going to use two exchanges. So there is one. So let me just do this so that I show you. Okay. Now for our immediate needs. So for immediate need, there's this this one called one-click slippage free. So what this happens, they provide liquidity. So this is going to be more like they do combine an exchange, and they do combine over-the-counter trades. So for here, they give you an example. With a new coin, let's say this is ours, we are able to type, let's say 200 and so 200, it depends, and then to Ethereum, connect your wallet, and that's how you can also quickly do the trades. It's 100% cross-chain, and no wraps, no side, no light chain, 100% value match, receive new crypto equal to the exact value you sent with zero slippage. So our new crypto, you'll be able to understand that. And then what happens, it's 100% safe, 100% reimbursement, 100% free license. So we're going to use our own. So it's like having our own Pebito within a day, and we can do all that. So what this means, it's a smart swap from our own crypto using the fast smart decentralized exchange, providing one-click slippage, and then you can be able to get the value quickly swapped into any of the centralized exchanges that are there, Luno, what, and all those ones. And the best way is to think is like a PayPal creating a simple one-click layer on top of banks to send and receive funds. So it's very, very, very interesting. So what happens? We get a free license to use that, so they don't charge us. And then we simply put the details of our new token in here, and then our website in there, and we preview, we send it, and that license is provided in time, and then we just take it to the other self-key marketplace so that you guys can now definitely be able to do your trades easily on the 18th. So that's amazing, amazing. That's how disruptive we are. We try to look for the best solution that can really build everything that you guys want in a very short period of time, and to continue to make sure that your destination is actualized and make it easier. So our role is to just put those tokens on your new wallets that I've shown you how to create, and then where to send them on the exchange, and how to really make sure that you can be able to use Ethereum to cash out. And that's going to be something very interesting, as I just told you. So with that, we still go back to the presentation, and I've just shown you that. Okay. It's very important. We have that. We've just gone through that. So the other also opportunity is we're going to also use SADC exchange. We'll just tell them that we because of the fast importantness. So while we're using that free license exchange, we also take you to SADC exchange. That is for the other additional month arrangements, so that you guys can now be very happy to really be paid. And then also in what we're going to do is that while we're using the adopted cryptocurrencies, we also want you to also enjoy your own value as you build something on your own. And that will be able to work out an arrangement of those adopted ones. But again, ours is also very critical for you guys to start with. So that's very important. So this is the new news that we have here. Weons is now the new crypto that you guys are going to be paid for. And it's a crypto dicto coin that will be mainly used for social media users on Weownomy, not on Instagram, not on any of those ones, but it's only going to be used strictly on our platform for the best reasons that we've explained to you. And that will be for any clicks, any comments, any kind of ecosystem for advertisements, for all the payments we're doing with the content creators. Now we will be able to use even those adopted cryptocurrencies will come in our ecosystem, but they're going to be designed in the way that they work together with the Weons. So that's very, very powerful. It's very important that we explain to you that we have set up a very clear infrastructure. So the self-key wallet, you'll be able to, once you download, you have your wallet, just like the way I've explained to you, you'll be able to have your Weons put in there, and then you'll be able to trade your Weons. And we're going to show you how powerful Weons is in the first day. So that's going to be very critical for you to really understand what this is all about. So Weon crypto for Weownomy chat and Weownomy web users. So we are strictly, as I told you, strictly making sure that it's just going to be used on Weownomy platform. And for that, that's where the whole value will be built. So Weons is a user-owned peer-to-peer cryptocurrency for Weownomy personal social network platform. So that means any advertiser that comes on our platform, you will have to pay us in Weons, and there's a unique arrangement we will make for that advertiser. We have already talked to an African country that is going to host a Weownomy crypto bank And we intend to make sure that Weowns will be a powerful force in the African continent. And because Weowns is going to really be used as a means of an exchange on our own crypto bank in Africa. So the biggest amounts that will be set up with our crypto bank in Africa will be through the Weowns. And we are also interested to see one of the national currencies also like become a digital currencies. So they will be piloting both Weowns in that specific African country together with our own digital currency called Weowns. So that national currency will be for the people, but Weowns is intended to go across the whole of Africa. And that's why we thought it's very important as a disruptive company to make sure that people have their own strategic cryptocurrency that is going to be powerful across the continent and all over the world. And we have already 210 billion Weowns that are deployed on Ethereum network. So that process is going to get finished by tomorrow. And the process is we are going to have a Weownomy digital bank in the United States and a crypto bank in Africa. So Weowns has already arrived with a huge foundation of two potential banks. One in the United States, which will serve people in the United States. And in Africa, we're going to have it to really expand across the whole African country. So that's your own cryptocurrency. And that's what is going to change you powerfully. Why? Because Weowns already has over 80,000. I think, no, we're around 77,000 to be sincere. And the number is going to grow quickly. And so with Weowns has a foundation of a new Weownomy chart, and you have seen the valuation and the numbers of the active users who are using all of those different social media platforms that I've told you, and the Weownomy trend for all of global trend, Google trend for all of them is showing a huge increase. So Weowns can really be very, not even be, it's going to deliver on the 18th. Okay, and the purpose is Weowns will be used exclusively within Weownomy personal social media platform. So if you are on Weownomy Chat, Weownomy Web, or if any business, any advertiser that wants to engage with our platform, you will have to use Weowns, and that's the power that is coming to you guys. And it comes with the name a user-owned peer-to-peer cryptocurrency to be exclusively be used with users on Weownomy Chat, Weownomy Advertisement Revenue Exchange, and Weownomy Web. Now, this is how disruptive we are. We have been keeping quiet, but we had a solution being worked on, not in a day's notice. This is something that has been developed for something behind 3 months, slowly by slowly. And we tested you by looking for these adopted cryptocurrencies. And now we are landing with our solution. And this solution should be able to have a strong foundation across the whole continent and across the whole world. And the reason why we have decided that it should only be used on the social media platform, we wanted it to be easier to grow our social media platform globally. And again, it will be easily identified from any of the cryptocurrencies. We have more than 1,000 cryptocurrencies out there. So we want it to be identified easily with the different people who are using the Weownomy platform, and to also provide a foundation to say, Weowns is not going to make you a slave. Weowns is going to build your purchasing power, It's going to make you much different when you're dealing with your creative content, ideas, and stuff like that. And it already has a foundation to really make sure that as we adopt other cryptocurrencies that come in, they are going to be adopted in a strategic way to strengthen and make sure that Weowns is going to be powerful. It's just like the way you have a currency, but at the same time you use the US dollars, but again like that. So Weown is going to be like an anchor currency on the Weownomy platform, but these other currencies, digital currencies can come in and stuff like that, but Weowns will be like the backbone of everything. So we're going to use it mostly to build the reserves. For Weownomy Advertisement Revenue Exchange will mostly use that. So the others can come in just like when other people want to use, other people love other cryptocurrencies and stuff like that. Ours is going to really be used as a solution to end the many challenges that we see there. Now, we want to talk about a very sensitive part here, and this sensitive part is very powerful. What is the value of Weowns, and how did you establish it, and how do you get to that? And is that value going to be what is going to really be used for people to cash out by doing the trades? And first of all, Weowns market price launch is 57.208. That is 1 gram of gold, anchored on the revenue to be generated from Weownomy Chat, Weownomy Web, Advertisement Revenue Exchange, and social media usability to start with 80,000 co-owners on Weownomy platform. What does this mean? All these cryptocurrencies, the way they get their value is based mostly on the increased usage. Like now, 305 million people are using Bitcoin. But again, the other value comes from what is the product behind your cryptocurrency. And so just like any other currency, we are anchoring it from the revenue that I've clearly explained to you and articulated, that all of these businesses that come to work with Weownomy will have to use the Weownomy Advertisement Revenue Exchange, but Weowns will be our cryptocurrency that they will have to use. Now, of all these businesses use Weowns, and they are able to see their inventory go, and our shareholders or co-owners are able to also pay whatever discounted amount in Weowns, then that value increases quickly. Now, the reason we have taken the 1 gram of gold is to say from 1 gram of gold, we have to get all the revenue that will be generated from Weownomy Chat, Weownomy Web, and the revenue exchange, and also the increased numbers of people coming. We are targeting over 3 million going ahead. They will make sure that even that price goes up. So now in the beginning, because our target is 3 million, that means any advertisement arrangement that comes to us, we are going to take a certain percentage and put it aside for that linkage with 1 gram of gold, which is 57. Any money that comes out from the downloading of the apps, Weownomy Chat, and the clicking and stuff, we're going to get a certain percentage, put it aside. And then from the Weownomy Web, we put it aside, okay? And that also the increasing, but the biggest opportunity here is because of the increasing numbers, probably now hitting 80,000 for owners, that number alone, just issuing it to them, the Weowns, and they just start to use it and they trade, then the thing which is backing Weowns is Weownomy chart, because many users are going to come because of that, and they would love to identify with a cryptocurrency of a user-owned mission. Weownomy, all those users will want to come because they will want to identify. All the businesses that want to do advertisement, if you tell them that initially, if you use Weons and we're going to pay you in Weons, they will accept that, provided they see their goods and the inventory go out. That also is going to build that value quickly and fast. And that's why we have anchored the very first 1 gram of gold to be the very first peg of Weons together with that. And then we are going to submit that to all of those markets which are out there to take that very seriously. And we'll have a press release that will go out. So the advertisement exchange, building the revenues that empower social media users and businesses is what is going to give Weons, and already starting. The November launch is also building on that, because we're going to get quite a number of people who now can identify. So Weons is going to be like a promotion. It's going to help you with the promotions. And now we can be able to structure everything around that. But initially, we're going to issue it to even those ones who are in Class D. But the very first ones who are going to trade it are only Class C, Class B, and Class A. Those ones are the very first ones. And you guys are not going to really see this, but it's going to go quick, because we have a very powerful foundation around Weons, because it's going to be received very well in the crypto industry. It's going to be received very well in the social media space. And that more numbers that we have around Weons, people coming through it, it's going to increase the usability. And within a very short period of time, you will be so excited to know that we made this decision to first start with our own, and as well integrate these other adopted cryptocurrencies. So that's very important. Now, the other important thing that you need to understand, that we are very smart to only target the personal social network media platform, ours. So that means even when someone is on Instagram, on Snapchat, or wherever, they will have to come to us. So as I've just told you, we have 210 billion Weons tokens. They are going live on the already prepared and only to be deployed to Ethereum network. The process is fast, very quick. And then the first Weons will be distributed to 80,000. That means even Class D will also be able to get it, with only Class A, Class B, and Class C allowed to trade on the 18th to get their payouts in fiat currencies. And I've just shown you how that process will be. So Weons is actually planned for 300 million co-owners globally. So 210 to be distributed to 300 million co-owners. So first to 3 million co-owners with Weownomy chart, but 30 for Class A, B, C will trade the first Weons on the 18th. And then Class D will trade the Weons on SEDEC exchange, and that's in November. And it will be now exclusively Weownomy chart and Weownomy web. So Weons to start with the starting market price of 1 gram of gold. I've explained to you how that happens. You get, we are anchoring that on 1 gram of gold, and then we are going to use all the revenues for the newly launched Weownomy advertisement revenue, for the launch of Weownomy chart, which is going to be big, for the launch of Weownomy web minimum launch, which is going to be in December. And we are pegging with 1 gram of gold, anchored on usability of 80,000 users who are ready to take it up to our first target of 3 million. and then Weownomy Chat, Weownomy Digital Bank, and the crypto bank to open in African country, to serve the African country. All of that builds on that value of Weons, and it's going to be very, very, very powerful. Now, that means that the numbers of people, so Class C, will be able to take 200 Weons, which you just multiply by 57.208, or you just look, it's like the way you guys have been looking for Bitcoin Cash and HCX. Now you'll have to Google, or even like the way that you can have it on the dashboards, the 1 gram of gold, so it can be able to show if it changes, that's what it's going to be. Yeah, so it's you'll be using the 1 gram of gold now. And then Class B, it's 2,000 Weons. Class C is 200. Class C is 200. Class A is 20,000, and Class C is 200 Weons. Okay. Now the two paths to goal. So our two paths to our goal on the 18th was, one, Weownomy will use both its own peer-to-peer cryptocurrency payouts with Weons and adopted cryptocurrencies that we sign agreements with. So that's our goal. So the goal is for mass adoption for social media users to use cryptocurrencies on Weownomy personal social media. So that's why we have, one, Weons will be the first to be officially launched for payouts within Weownomy platform, with 210 billion ready to be deployed in Ethereum network. Two, the adopted crypto. So Weownomy will make sure we have signed partnership with any of the new adopted cryptocurrencies to be allowed in the Weownomy ecosystem. That's in November with Weownomy Chat. And then three, an African nation, Weownomy has presented a proposal to African country for a private sector-led crypto bank and national digital currency. And this will help Africa a great deal, because now Weons will have a huge approach across the whole continent. So that's our two strategy that we had, though you only knew about the adopted two cryptocurrencies, but we had in mind, and something very strong to actually make sure that after we tried out with the two adopted ones and tried to when we wrote the press releases about crypto, we could see that our press releases had a wonderful impact. So we're going to have another one which is going to be used for Weons, but Weons already has a unique foundation with over 8,000 users. Secondly, it has a product which is ready to launch in November. It has an advertisement revenue exchange with a very unique way that we can use all the different business entities that can actually come through and use Weons for their own marketing purposes, content creators. Everyone who's going to use that is going to be very successful. But the most important thing is that at least one African nation is considering to really take up our proposal and give us that opportunity. And that will really help the whole continent. Weons could be the second Bitcoin for Africa, because it's built and anchored on not only having a digital bank in the United States. You'll be able to see the website this week, which will also be integrating Weons, and also another digital bank in Africa, which will also be integrating. So we'll make sure that Weons becomes number one of our cryptocurrencies, and then any other cryptocurrency that wants to work with us can also be introduced in our two digital banks that we're going to be able to set up. So that is amazing news that we have there. And so you guys should know we're not just bringing something, we have calculated it. We have taken all the different important, we have tried to say, let us see what others can do, but also let us also have our own, and that will be much more easier. And let us use our own to pay our people. And at the same time, it has all the important foundations clearly anchored to make sure that we deliver the best. So, and I've just shown you the Google trends. So Weowns is going to do good, and actually it will increase the Google trends very fast because we are strictly using it on the Weownomy social media platform. We are not saying that you can use it to go buy goods on the streets or what, but if someone brings his goods on our platform, we're going to use the Weowns. But on the on outside, you know, we can't do that because we don't want to run into trouble with all the different, you know, financial institutions and stuff like that. We just want to make sure that it's only strictly used on our platform. But you can, you can swap it for cash, fine, and that's okay, and you do it. And our strategy, working with an African nation, will help us so much to actually be able to also start to deal with other African nations to open up these opportunities to those nations as well, to understand what this is all about and how an opportunity like this. And again, we don't want to compete with those African currencies, and that's why we are restricting it as a social media platform for users who are using the social media. And I think that is going to be the way to really approach it and make sure that we have the best results going forward. And even other adopted currencies that we'll be adopting will only be used under our ecosystem of Weownomy. So that could also be something very powerful. And I hope that is very clear and very exciting to really help. So this is the new logo of Weowns, a user-owned peer-to-peer cryptocurrency. Okay. So that is the new logo, user-owned peer-to-peer. The word user-owned is very powerful. It's not just like any cryptocurrency out there. It is a cryptocurrency that is going to build your purchasing power. It's a cryptocurrency that is going to unite your loved ones. It is a cryptocurrency that is going to make the important changes in our household economies, so that when you have it and you're able to interact with it, it's going to do well. And it's also a cryptocurrency that will be used on our Weownomy advertisement exchange. And that is the biggest opportunity. It is one that will also be used for content creators and all the different programs around Weownomy. So that's going to be very, very powerful. And it's only used on Weownomy personal social network. So it's the one that is being launched with Weownomy Chat in November, Weownomy Web minimum MVP in December. And it's one that we're going to make sure over 300 million people can be able to use it. And we have also used the 8 decimals of Bitcoin so that it can have a very strong network across the whole Africa. And the difference with Weowns, it has come with the right strategy, as I've just informed you, an African nation that we have just talked to and provided a proposal to make sure we set up a crypto bank, and to also make sure that the whole continent will be able to get that crypto Weowns, which will be mainly used there. We will also have Bitcoins. We'll also have other ones. So that's why Weowns is very creative, in that all of those ones that want to, partner with us in our own African digital bank, they should have an arrangement that will make sure that strengthens Weowns very powerful. And that's going to be very wonderful, okay? And so we have a game plan which is very, very strategic, that builds the Weons as one of the very fastest, powerful cryptocurrencies in the continent of Africa, because of the simple value. It's owned by you and me. It's not personalized under my name. It's a name that truly explains all what we need to do and how we can do it better. And the most important thing, working with other different cryptocurrencies ecosystem that do come, but this one now becomes like a gatekeeper, which does all the best. So we are very, very excited with that. And just to simply give you that understanding again, that a cryptocurrency around a social media, not just any social media platform, but around a social media platform that allows its users to own the platform, is what is required now, because we have all these different social media platforms. They have already fulfilled their obligations of making sure that people can connect and that, but we really need the way even the logo is made. It's like a wallet, which will be on top of your profiles and stuff like that, so that when you see it, it reminds you that you are participation, your time working on the platform, and all that you need to do on the platforms has now become a reality with our own user-owned cryptocurrency. It's not an African cryptocurrency, but it's a global solution under the Weownomy personal social media platform. And that is going to make, it's gonna drive, it's gonna power Weownomy social media platform, because it has the uniqueness of what has made all these social media platforms powerful. And the only way is not only to say you need a digital bank, but you also need a digital bank in Africa, in the United States. But again, you also need that user-owned peer-to-peer cryptocurrency that can power the community, and that community becomes successful because they do understand that this is now an opportunity. And what makes that Weons powerful is because the advertisement revenue exchange platform, the Weownomy chart, which is also live and is now in production, Weownomy web, Weownomy advertisement revenue exchange, and the people who believe in Weownomy are going to make this a huge success, which is already a huge success according to what we're seeing with the Google Trends. And that's how smart, disruptive we are to position all this solution. And you're going to see so many of these different adopted cryptocurrencies coming to us, because we now also have our own, and they will want to integrate, and then we are going to have these important agreements. Now, the reason why we need the Weons is that no one can ever take the company. It will never happen. Even the CEO, no one, because with your own ownership of the Weons, no one can do that. It's just like having the Bitcoin, starting from the beginning, and the owner or the people behind the Bitcoin, they decided to make sure that the solution can really help quite a number of people globally. And they had a maximum of 21 million of the Bitcoins. But still, the arrangement of the Bitcoin, which was supposed, as they are saying, to be totally different from the banks. Now, for us, it's a bit different. We wanna, because our approach is to make sure that we change the personal income lives of people. Yes, as much as we want to use the different currencies, including our national currencies, But again, I believe it's very important to have one that we believe in, one that understands the DNA of our problem in Africa, in all the different countries in the world, and one that explains the usability of a user-owned economy, which is very important, and one that will not be fooled by people making different decisions at a time, and one that is always going to honor that way that when we are with Weons, I understand that now I truly believe that I own, and that's why I have this ownership in terms of this cryptocurrency. And this is the cryptocurrency that not only pays me, but is going to pay other people who are going to come after me, including with you going ahead. So that way we solidify our meaning of we own economy, we own our personal income, lives, economy, which is very critical. And the best way for you to understand that Weons is going to be a wonderful user-owned peer-to-peer cryptocurrency, it's because it speaks to the billions of people who are on the social media platforms, who need that solution, and that solution has not been articulated. Yes, you can simply come up with any cryptocurrency and put it there, but a cryptocurrency that has a business model around a social media platform is something else. It means it articulates the needs, the personal economic needs of every individual, and that's what it's important. Yes, and then it also provides a foundation of unity of different people. For the first time, the platform provided us with an opportunity. You can be able to get calls from different places. We can be able to talk with different people from different countries. In Africa, we have a huge number of people who are listening to this. And now having your own user-owned peer-to-peer currency is the second most powerful strategic opportunity that now is going to bring a lot of people, because a lot of people will know when I have the Weons, I am part of a great, united, personal income community platform that is changing one individual day by day. And if we speak of a cryptocurrency that speaks to your needs and speaks to solving the challenges that you have, what better way to really understand that now we have solidified our business model with the product and services, and those services is Weownomy Chat, launching in November, Weownomy Web, a minimum launch in December, Weownomy Advertisement Revenue Exchange. We can get as many businesses all over come through, and that's the huge and the increasing numbers of people who are coming, and it's going to be something powerful. Another value is being able to have an African country consider and say, okay, fine, let us see what you can do. If this is what can change the people and the people can be successful, we can also come through on the board. So that's very, very, very important to let you know. Plus also our digital bank in the United States clearly shows you that Weons is not just like any cryptocurrency that we're throwing around and talking to people, but again, it has a value, and that value is clearly articulated in the way the whole social media platform works. It also is proven by more than at least 80,000 people that we have at the moment. And again, it's going to help the growth of the company and the ecosystem, very successful. And it's going to be able to deliver on the 18th because of the different ways we understand how a cryptocurrency works. But again, much more different that we have just taken a few of them and compared with the Google trends, just the word Weownomy without putting cryptocurrency or what. So we're taking the global trends, the Google trends, and being able to use those trends to be able to model your business very creatively as it develops. And that's what we're doing at the moment. And we're very excited to have said that. Why did we take a decision to have 210 billion of Weons? Because we know definitely many social media users out there are going to come. They're going to be very much interested with what we're doing. And we would want them to have that opportunity. And why we have taken to really make sure that we anchor all our ecosystem, which is Weownomy Chat, Weownomy Web, the advertisement revenue, and the 2 digital banks, put around this important user-owned peer-to-peer cryptocurrency, is to show the usability of anyone who has Weons. He is actually building the whole ecosystem of Weownomy personal social network platform. And on top of that, that is what is going to keep on paying you for as many years as possible, including all the different adopted cryptocurrencies that will be coming through. They will be strengthening and making sure that we have a greater deal of where we work with people, because we are not an island on ourselves. I mean, we have to work with others. And if people come with good ideas and we look at our ecosystem and we see how that idea can get through, can serve our people, definitely we have no problem. We're going to work with you, provided it builds Weons and make it the best. And that's starting on the 18th. So with that said, we have this new picture, as you know very well, with Weons, and we look at the whole Google trend. The reason now, when you look at this share of social media users, you're able to understand that now that we have a new user-owned cryptocurrency, and we can now plot all the Google trends across Africa, across other places all over the world, and how it will be accepted. It's very clear common sense to understand that our growth of Weons, with the launch of Weownomy Chat, with the launch of anything that we do, will be quick, because we have an identified user-owned cryptocurrency that can quickly, and already we have a reason why we have pegged it with 1 gram of gold, so that as all these other factors build, if it goes above 57, we just remove the peg, because now it's naturally growing with our own ecosystem very well. But initially, we are pegging it there and just giving it a month or 2 to make sure all of the different activities that are being done around building the 3 million people or launching, and many users who will be coming, and it will now be easy when someone knows Weons. It simply comes and joins, because he understands that now I do understand that if I want to join, I'm going to use this cryptocurrency to join the company. And that's very, very powerful. So no more people paying with cash. Now they will be converting it in Weons, and they get to join. And that's the best thing that can happen for Weownomy, that people now are joining, paying in Weons. People are paid through Weons. And the usability of people who want to do advertisements and stuff like that using Weons is going to be amazing. That is timely, that is disruptive, and that establishes what Weownomy is. Weownomy is not just a slogan. It has to solve the personal economic lives, and the best way for us to do it effectively without any kind of external control, stuff like that, is your own user-owned peer-to-peer cryptocurrency. And then we just map out the Google trends, and we look at these different areas and see how we can build all those different social media users who are coming. And you guys are going to watch this grow quickly, because people want to identify. Because if you explain to someone, oh, Weownomy is like this, or it will do this, it will do this. But if you can simply narrow it down and the person can know, you tell him, no, if you want to join, we have our own user-to-user a user-owned peer-to-peer currency called Weowns. And this is what is going to make your life better. It's quicker, much easier. And people will take you very seriously. And then they can understand that we can't be able to build a scam. We have now a clear solution. And that solution is with our own user-owned. And the user-owned currency is what is going to change, because we want people to understand there's that mindset where people think that it's very difficult to come up with productive ideas, and those productive ideas can actually make you money. But we are talking of all of us, Annie, all of us building a community that is not discriminative, a community that enriches, a community that is going to provide affluence, fluent life for all of you guys. So what do? We start with a practical example of Weowns. And how is Weown going to be powerful? It already has an ecosystem of Weownomy Chat, which you're going to see the latest updates. Weownomy Web, you're going to see the latest update next. And it has Weownomy Advertisement Exchange, very powerful for us to be able to bring all of these businesses which can come through and they can successfully build all their networks. And the more businesses come through and the more they understand the power of Weowns, and the more they understand that Weowns is also going to establish in Africa its own digital bank very, very, very soon, and that's going to happen, then that is going to be very powerful to make sure that we build the best across having our ecosystem led by our own Weowns. And that is what is going to change, because that's very, very important. We are not speculating here. We are not just saying, okay, let's just give some few 30,000 people, we dump so many coins in the market, they make money. No. We have arranged it. Those coins are audited, they are locked, they'll be released on a monthly level, a certain number of those coins to really make sure that they meet the targeted activities that we're doing, and to make sure that even people who are out there who want to join will understand that when you touch the Weowns, peer-to-peer cryptocurrency, it represents the future, and that future does not end with just one month payout. It really builds out for something which is going to be very powerful. So now that you look at these slides, you begin now to understand with the Google Trends what the potential of Weowns is and how many people can come to Weowns, because the way to get through is not to use the same traditional arrangements about how money is being handled, but how we can also try and make it easier for people who come and participate and join. And that, again, is going to be very wonderful, that from now on, the company is going to receive all the payments through Weowns. So you convert, there will be an exchange, just like the way we have been telling people you have to convert using Bitcoins to do the payouts. So they have to use that new arrangement for converting fiat currencies to Weowns with that exchange that we've told you. So they have to just look at 1 gram of gold, and that is it. And also the businesses that want to do the advertisement and any arrangements for comments, likes, and everything that will be participating during the launch of Weownomy, it will all be Weowns. So Weowns is going to be so strong in a very short period of time. Just watch and see what's going to happen. So our social is big, an opportunity that we're talking about, and how all the web traffic from different devices have to now articulate the use of, because if the brand is growing very creatively, very fast, but what do the people want from the brand? The people want to make sure that the brand can deliver exactly on what it says. And how come the brand sets up its own peer-to-peer currency that we have been working on very patiently, and it's the time to just show it to you quickly and put it out. And then as many of you start to be paid using the Weons